Alright everyone, welcome to a brand new video. Now in today's video I'm going to be explaining to you how I made my car sound the way it is. Now it is very loud. It is basically almost straight pipes, and I'm going to be explaining what I've done to it, how much it cost, and all your questions that you've been asking in the comments down below. And there has been a lot of comments. So yeah, all the questions you guys have been asking, I'm going to be answering in today's video. Yeah, if there's any other questions I haven't answered in this video, hopefully I'll cover all of them, then leave a comment down below with your question and I'll answer it down there. Okay, so I have all the questions that you guys have sent in on here. I've managed to find 16 different ones across different videos. Obviously there's some people asking the same question, so I've put it all down. So these are 16 different questions that I've found in the comments that you guys have asked. So yeah, let's get into answering them. Alright, so the first question about my exhaust is it a straight tube or do you keep the cats? Now, what I'm guessing this question is basically, is it a straight pipe or have you left the cats in? So what I've done is basically, I've left the cats in because the cats basically keep the emissions down, and that will make it even louder if I did take that out, but I feel like this is definitely loud enough. The second question is, where did I get the exhaust tip? Now, the exhaust tip was actually something that the company offered where I went to get it done as like an extra. They said there's loads of different tips that I could have chosen from titanium ones with like the blue ends, loads of different colours. And they showed me this carbon fibre M Performance one, and I thought it matches the car, it's BMW, I have to go with that one. Okay, so this is one of the most common questions I get, and that is, how much did it cost? Now, the whole exhaust itself, all in, was £300, including labour, everything like that, which I think is actually very good, because when you buy whole exhaust systems, they cost like, I don't know, they literally cost minimum 500 quid, and that's without labour, that's without fitting it, all of that. So I think £300 to make it sound the way it does is actually a pretty decent bargain. So yeah, but I'll explain what costs what, because obviously people want to do different stuff. So the exhaust tip itself, that was £70. That was an extra that I paid for. I could have just gone with a standard silver tip, which would have looked nice, but I felt like the carbon tip just makes it look so much better, and it has the M Performance logo on it. And the back box itself, I went up there originally for the first time to just get the back box done. And that cost me £160. Now they include a tip in that, they include an exhaust tip in that, but it's not as good. 160 plus 70, 230, yeah, 230, right? Yeah, 230, yeah. So yeah, that's the first time that it cost me 230, and it sounded good. Now, to a lot of people, that is the perfect volume, and to me as well, at the start, it was the perfect volume. It was a nice rumble in first and second and third gear, but when you wanted just to put it into sixth, cruise on the motorway, you couldn't hear it at all. Like, there was no rumble, there was nothing. It was almost a perfect volume, really, if you just wanted your car to sound a bit nicer. But for me, I wanted it to, when I'm going down a country lane, I want to be able to hear it the whole time. I went back up there again, and this is where I got the resonator taken out. This only cost me £70 to get taken out. The reason that is because it's like this big, the resonator, probably like that, and they replaced it. They just take it out and replace it with a tube. So it's a lot more simple than a back box. So the whole exhaust, like I said, came to £300, but that is what made it sound like it does today. What exhaust would I suggest for pops and bangs? So the exhaust itself, I haven't had a pop and bang tune on, I haven't had anything like that. So the way I actually make this car pop and bang more is by actually putting it in Eco Pro mode. Now, I don't know why this makes a difference, but I just, for the smaller models like the 118i's and I think maybe the 120s is the same, is Eco Pro just makes it a little bit louder in the low RPMs, and it just makes it pop more. You only really get the pops at like when you go from like 3,500 RPM and then letting off the throttle. Sometimes you get pops, sometimes you don't. It's very like on and off, but I just noticed in Eco Pro you get pops more often. Okay, the next question, where did I get this done? Now, like I said, I got it Farsane Styling, but you can get it done. They do so many, they don't just do BMWs, they do loads of different cars. You can probably take any car there and they'll do it for you. Just ring them up and yeah, your car will probably be fine to get done. Is it louder on the inside and does it drone? Now this is the next question, and yes, it does drone. It's not really like uncomfortably loud, like it is a lot louder, but when you have music on and you're just cruising, it's completely fine. Like you do hear it, you notice it's there, you know you have an exhaust, but it's not like annoyingly loud, if you know what I mean. It's not, I feel like if I had the cats out as well, then it would be too loud, but it's fine. Like I like the sound of it, so it doesn't bother me at all. I'm used to it, but I think if you're worried about that, go for a bat box like I did first. Just get the normal bat box taken out, so it's like a medium level, and then if you know that's too quiet, then go up again. I would do it in stages, I wouldn't do it all at once, just in case you're like, oh, this is way too loud, I don't like it. But where I get it done, they give you the resonator, and it's probably the same with all places. So when I sell this car, I'm probably going to get them both put back on, the bat box and the resonator, so it's back to stock. Will just putting the exhaust tip on make a change to the sound? And the answer to that is no, it won't change the sound at all. When I got the exhaust done, did any warning lights come up, anything like that, any problems with the car? And the answer to that is no. The car has been absolutely fine ever since I've done it. There's been no warnings, no lights, anything come up, it's been perfect. Now the next question is, do I have 2 exhaust exits or 1? Now I only have 1 specifically, but I know the company that I went, they did allow the option to have both done. So I could have had like the 120, I could have had the 2 pipes next to each other, or I could have done it like the M135s and the M140s and had 2 like exhausts either side. I could have had it done like that, but because I wanted it to look half stock still, I went with just a single. Now this is the final question, and this is the big one that I still am waiting to find out. Now that is, would it fail an MOT? Now I'm actually going to drop this in for an MOT tomorrow, so we're gonna have to find that out. But I've got the cats in, so emissions, it will be fine. I know emissions, it'll be fine. But I know that noise is another thing that they take into account, and it could fail on noise because it is really loud, this car. So if it's going to fail on something, it could be that. We're going to find out soon whether it passes the MOT or not. But when I called the company, they said it would pass an MOT. So yeah, would it pass an MOT? I'm 50-50 whether it will or won't. I called the company, they said yes it would, but we'll have to wait because it could be too noisy. I'm hoping because it's an M Sport, not a standard just BMW, they see that, the MOT centre, and they're like, it's an M Sport, and maybe, I don't know. It is stupidly loud though, this thing, so we'll have to find out. But yeah, I'm going to be doing more and more videos of this car. We're going to be doing more modifications. I haven't done any in a while. I've been trying some other videos, challenges, Lamborghini videos, stuff like that, and you guys seem to have been enjoying them. But yeah, we're going to do some more BMW content. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, leave a like and subscribe down below, and I'll catch you in the next one.